Belleview High School, I'm Mikey Snow.
And I'm Shine Scounger, and this is the Rattler Report. On today's show, we have information on vaping, DJing, and Safe Promise Club, and more. But first, here's a pledge and a moment of silence.
Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And now here's a special announcement from our Dean, Mr. Dreher.
Hello, Bellevue. This is Dean Dreher with an important announcement. On Monday, November 29th, we will begin a new policy. We will be checking your school ID. You will not be able to get into the school without your ID, so make sure you start bringing that on that Monday. If you cannot find your ID, please go to the front office. They will make you another one. If you have any questions, please see the discipline office. And as always, go Rattlers.
That sounds reasonable, knowing that could keep us safe from potential dangers. But there's another dangerous obstacle to teenagers, which is vaping. Vaping has been a serious issue amongst different age groups that is extremely dangerous when it begins at a young age.
Mounting questions about vaping. The FDA is now investigating reports of 127 people having seizures after vaping, many of them teens or young adults.
Now to the FDA and CDC warning that teen vaping is an urgent danger to public health despite a major drop during the pandemic.
From the coughing to the ominous sounds of a ventilator, these are the gripping images.
A seemingly healthy Texas teenager suddenly unable to breathe and hospitalized with lung failure. His doctors suspect vaping was the cause.
Text 1-800-QUIT-NOW to get anonymous help on quitting.
Safe Promise Club will meet on the following dates: December 7th from 8:30 to 9 in the ISS room, December 16th from 8 to 9:30 in the bus loop for our community service project. Members, please plan ahead and contact Autumn Kennard or Miss Avery if you have any questions.
Thanksgiving is right around the corner. We'll need all the turkeys we can get. Here's how to draw one with just your hand.
Good morning, Bellevue Rattlers. Today I'm going to show you how to draw a hand turkey before we go on Thanksgiving break. What I do whenever I draw hand turkeys is I make sure I have a piece of paper big enough to put my hand on, and I start to trace my hand and all my fingers. After I finish tracing all my hands and fingers, I pull my hand away and I round out the bottom of my turkey to finish his body. After I rounded out the bottom of my turkey, I go back in and start adding details such as feathers, wings, gobble, beak, eyes. After this, I go in and I take my darkest color from my color palette, which what we're working with is brown, red, orange, yellow. In this case, I'm going to be taking my brown, and I'm going to take it, and I'm going to go and trace all the outlines of my turkeys and go in and do all my details. I usually tend to go from darkest color to lightest color, so I'm going to start with my red and color in feathers, fingers, gobble. Then I go to my orange. I do the same thing. I do feathers, fingers. Lastly, I take my yellow, fill in the remaining feathers, fingers, in the wing, whatever's left. I also make sure to get that little beak. Then I move on to my brown so I can color in the base and body of my turkey. While I'm coloring this in, I add a zigzag underneath the feathers we just colored and created on our turkey to make it look like even smaller feathers, so there isn't any abrupt harsh lines or anything there that would look awkward. I also go back over into the head and neck of the turkey. I add the same zigzag that I gave just below the feathers to create more feathering and bird-likeness. Head back in to color in the head orange.
Well, that's one way you can spend your Thanksgiving, but have you also considered being a DJ? The varsity boys basketball team is looking for a DJ for our home basketball games. We are looking to create an exciting atmosphere for our home games. If you have the skills and are interested, please see Coach Hassan in the gym anytime.
The holidays are now approaching to buy gifts for your friends, family, and potential loved ones. Here's a few tips on what you can look for them.
Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. We have the perfect gift ideas for kids our age, younger siblings, and even your parents. If you're looking for gift ideas for people our age, phone cases are becoming very popular from brands like Wildflower Cases and Casetify. Other brands rising in popularity are Ipsy and BoxyCharm. With these mailed makeup subscriptions, it's a gift that just keeps giving. Do you have younger siblings you're buying for this year? For imaginative kids, the Crayola Inspiration Art Kit would be perfect to get them creating art. For your siblings into gaming, a PlayStation or an Xbox controller would be perfect for all of their gaming endeavors. Wondering what to get your parents? For the cook of your family, a KitchenAid stand-up mixer would be perfect, or even an air fryer. And now that you know the best gifts to give, we'll leave the wrapping up to you.
Speaking of purchasing gifts, yearbooks are now on sale. Purchase your yearbook and or senior ad today. Go to the Instagram at Bellevue High Yearbook for more details.
Find us on YouTube at BHS Rattler Media to keep up with school events and find additional fun content.
That's all we have for announcements today. Have a turkey-licious Thanksgiving break, Bellevue.